Hey, this is Steve Good and Yuri Cataldo here to cut the crap in crypto on the Coin Chat. And today we're joined by our friend Bo Henriksen, fresh out of Vikingland, Denmark. And Bo, welcome to our channel. It's great to have you here.
Hi, Steve. Thanks so much for having me here. I really love the podcast.
Thank you very much. Well,
thanks, Bo.
And Yuri, you know, you've just come back from your triathlon, so maybe you'd like to tell all of our listeners and our viewers about how well you performed.
How well? So I accomplished my goals, which was I finished the race and I beat my time from last year, and I did not injure myself.
Good.
Which are my two most important goals. So next year so for the last couple of years I've been doing it. I've actually been borrowing a vintage bike, which is not a good strategy to try to get higher in the rankings on this, because the bike I had is from the 1980s, and when I timed myself, the fastest I rode was 15 miles an hour, and the winners were going 26 miles an hour on average. So that's just like, I'm in my highest gear.
You were like a grandma out there, like with everyone. No disrespect to grandmas, by the way, who are listening. No. But they were all passing you by, and you were just like falling behind.
I'm watching them like pedaling as hard as I can downhill, and just watch them fly by.
So downhill you were still going slower.
Yes, downhill is going. They were just, again, modern technology in the last 30 years, apparently. So
you know what? Yeah, you stick with crypto, stick with Bitcoin. You're so much better at it.
I know. So next year, I'm actually going to rent a bike, because I think triathlons is one of those weird events where you can actually purchase your way into a higher ranking just by spending money on better gear. So I'm going to rent a nicer bike next year just to see how that goes.
I think that's called mining, where you keep buying more and more expensive equipment so you can mine more coins.
Exactly. So with triathlons. So yeah. So overall, it's well. I'm doing well, and I'm tired, but I'm happy to be here with you, fine gentlemen.
Excellent. Well, so I guess we should cut to the chase about why we're calling this cut the crap in crypto, or Investor Alert 1, as we're calling this, because really there's a lot of crap going on in crypto, and we just want to cut through the noise and misinformation, as Yuri would say, because you wrote that, to tell everybody what really matters, which is how to avoid scams. And there's a lot of crazy crap, scammy stuff going on. So we're just going to cut through the crap and see what we've come out on the other end of the stuff that Bo has brought to our attention.
Perfect.
Thanks, man. So the first project I want to bring to attention is something called the OiCoin.
OiCoin.
And it is a company, or a series of companies, who is mining something called Osmium. And they want to run an ICO on this because they need funding. And if you look at Osmium, it's like, it's very much more rare than gold is.
Right.
But I didn't know what Osmium was. So, and why the hell, why should you want to mine it?
So I've brought this up on the screen for those of us who are on YouTube, and those who are obviously listening in. We've got the website up called OiCoin.io.
Yeah, it's like oi mate.
Oi mate.
So, have a look at it. It's really, really, So, let's go ahead.
My initial point of view on this, when I read this, is, it says Osmium is the scarcest and most dense precious metal on Earth. Great. So then the team better damn well know what they're doing if they're going to be mining this coin. But from the research I did, is that Osmium tends to be found predominantly in platinum. Mm-hmm. So the process of getting out Osmium out of the ground on its own, or out of platinum, okay, and then now we're getting into mining of stuff, which has nothing to do with, well, maybe does have to do with the project, but you can only mine about 120 kilograms of Osmium per year from whatever I could find online. So the question would be, what the hell is this project really about?
Right. Did you guys look at the company behind the company of this?
Yeah, so I pull out the company details. It's a German company. There's a series of companies that there's two guys involved in. And if you look at the team, it's like a huge team. And the guy called, if you scroll down a bit, you find the GM, the general manager. I don't remember his name. No, further down.
Okay.
Ingo Wolf. He's the founder and GM. Apparently, he owns the company called Osmium Institute. And I even pulled the financial details. And just to be honest, we're not supposed to disclose it here, but it didn't look good. Let me just say that.
Well, I mean, the point is that we're calling out the crap on this. I mean, right. I look at the team. I mean, you've got, some people from the Osmium Institute in Spain, most of the people here, there's nobody on this team that are really, international partner management of Osmium Institutes. What the hell does that mean? I mean, is there anybody on this team that knows anything about mining, as in mining gold, silver, copper, or any other metal, that actually knows anything about mining platinum? Or is it just a bunch of institutes that they've shoved on a page to say, hey, we know Osmium because we shoved the word on the page 25 times to optimize it for search engine optimization? I mean,
right. If you also look at their team, there's a lot of marketing and social media people, and there's no CTO. Like even on their, so there's like one guy there, blockchain programmer named Damir. Everyone else though was like head of marketing, head of communications, head of social media. Like they've hired a lot of marketing people and no one to actually do everything else.
Yeah, well, there's one head of IT here as well.
Right. Who's head of, but I think he's part of the main organization.
But it's all IT issues within the company, so it has nothing to do with the actual project or the products themselves that have to be used to make this thing work. And
no.
Look, I'm going to say this as it is, right? One thing that I look for with scams is when you start to see heads of country, like, a bunch of representatives from different parts of the world, because I've seen this out of other countries where you see ICOs and they got a bunch of country representatives that don't do anything. Here I see State Institute Australia, Regional Partner China, CEO for South Central China, Spain. I mean, this is the classic. We're trying to just say we have lots and lots of managing directors all over the world and we have 100 people working for us. But that to me is usually a scam indicator, not a validator of an actual project. I've seen several of these around the Baltics and Eastern Europe and, dare I say, Russian region, but not calling out the country because that's not what I'm trying to do here. But that's generally where I find this coming from. This one's an Austrian-German project, from what I can tell, and they're doing the same kind of thing, but it's just weird.
Yeah. And even if you look at the main company behind it, there's a scam. If you look up like their name and then scam, there's a whole, they've been trying to raise money and get people to invest in this product for years. And they're trying to set up different, looks like flagships across the world to make them look more credible.
Right. Interesting.
Yeah. So yeah.
So that's Osmium. I mean, the thing for me is if you were going to run a project that's going to be mining something, what are you mining it? What for? Their website says they started doing this in 1998, but I mean, what were they doing in 1998, and what have they done to present day that actually has anything of value out there? How much osmium have they mined? 1,000 osmium kilograms so far? Yeah. And what are they planning on using it for? What's the coin being used for? There's nothing on there that made me think this is an ICO or startup company or a business. I just didn't get it.
Nope, me neither.
Yeah, no. It looks like they've already tried one scam and then jumped to a new platform because they're like, oh, ICOs are a thing. Let's do that.
So do you think this is a legitimate group of people, legitimate names who are just trying something outlandish and have no idea what they're doing, or maybe legitimately trying to do something? I'm going to be devil's advocate with you guys because you're calling out the crap and I'm here to make sure that we're all being honest with our listeners. Is there any chance these guys are legitimately trying to do this, but they just have no idea how to, despite having 100 marketing people on their team, have no idea what they're doing?
I mean, the whole CTO, I totally agree with that. I mean, the whole technical part of this project is just missing, and the whole, how we're going to do this and everything that has to do with crypto is sort of left out. And even if you...
what's Osmium even used for? I mean, I don't know anything about Osmium. It's a
yeah, and if you read the white paper, it focuses more on it being supply and demand, and magically if we increase lower the supply, the demand will go up. But what they're missing is the whole marketing aspect.
So what is the demand for Osmium generally? Why does the market need it, and why do we need it?
I don't know. It doesn't say.
So I'm on the Wikipedia page, and it says that manufacturers use its alloys with platinum and other platinum group metals to make fountain pen nibs, tipping, and electrical contacts. So
they're basically trying to go and compete with the Chinese market with osmium.
Yeah.
Yes.
Well, doesn't that sound like a recipe for success?
Definitely.
Well, good luck, osmium.
Okay.
Oh, well, I mean, look, I mean, it's an odd ICO to begin with. I mean, if you're going to have a dApp, which is a distributed app that's going to be some sort of a decentralized app that people can use that does something great. If you're going to put a team together, for God's sakes, the team better be doing something related to the project. But as you guys said, and I don't see it either, I don't see what the team is doing. I don't see what the token is going to be used for. I mean, what, you're going to buy and sell osmium with an osmium token, an OiCoin? I mean, I don't get it. Just nothing about this resonates with me as even a reasonably close to being, valid ICO or project. But if I'm missing something, OiCoin's welcome to call us out on it and tell us how many things we got wrong. But my God, you guys looked at the white paper too, right? So
yeah.
Is there anything in there that stood out as like, this is interesting or really valid?
No.
Wow. This is a great one. I mean, this is like, really, did we really find a scam here? What about like their company address or?
Oh, that's okay. I mean,
that's real. That's the thing is like the company behind it is technically a real company who's been trying to scam people for years.
Okay. So there's a company behind it that looks like it's been doing scams previously, and now they just put a wrapper around the top of it.
Yeah, like they've been trying to get people to invest in Osmium, how do you pronounce that, Osmium, for years. And this is like a different wrapper of that project.
Yeah.
Well, moving on to another scam then. So I think we're all pretty much convinced this is just not a goer, and anybody that's out there, again, not investment advice from our side, but three of us are sitting here. Bo, our kind of new potential team member who's decided to bring scammy projects to us. And Bo, you and I have worked together before in other ICOs and have worked in the crypto space together. So we've known each other for a while. And thank you for bringing this to our attention. And
thanks, Steve. No problem.
It may be that you're just the calling out the crypto crap guy. I mean, I'm not sure the title that we want when it shows your name. Bo Hendrickson calling out the crap man. But then again, because you brought us another one to have a look at. So should we jump on that one now?
And that one is really, really crappy. I mean, that's like a no-brainer in calling out the crap. CryptoStackPro.com. And I mean, this has like Nigeria written all over it or something.
Well, let's not call it by the country, but I think the point is this is some sort of a mining project. And, Yuri and I have talked about these we'll call them what they are. They're sort of scams in the sense of, is it a valid kind of investment vehicle? And they're called HYIPS, HYIPs. This one looks like a classic one. Give us $200, we'll give you 200% returns.
That's brilliant. Look at that. You can't lose.
Like actual profit in 7 days. Well, I can tell you it costs a lot more than that if you want to mine Bitcoin. So this is a Bitcoin mining project where you give them money to get investment returns on mining Bitcoin, right?
Mm-hmm.
Is it? Wait, is it really? I couldn't actually find what they do. Did I miss that part? Does it actually say we do this? I just saw give us our money and then
give us our money. Yeah, that's what I see too. Yeah.
And we make magic returns.
Yeah.
I don't. So yeah, I mean, like seriously, if you guys see it, I don't know what they do. See, or am I like calling your friends? Like all these ways to make money.
The only reason it says it is because of the latest investments were Bitcoin and Western Union and Bitcoin Cash investments and withdrawals. All Bitcoin withdrawals and Ethereum withdrawals. But I mean, where it gets interesting is where it says 400% money returns on $2,500. I mean, look, the thing is, if this was in any way related to a mining facility, then you'd have to put a lot of money in to get these kind of returns. Mm-hmm. And it wouldn't be happening that fast. So who's going to give, if you had your own crypto mine, I'm assuming this is a crypto mine because it's called CryptoStackPro. If you, it's just my assumption. If I had to put money in, I would have to put in between $5,000 and $8,000 to buy an ASIC, which is what's used to mine crypto, to mine Bitcoin in particular. If I was going to do that, I wouldn't expect to get this kind of return at all. I might get a few dollars or a few, Satoshis or whatever, which is a few decimal points worth of crypto in Bitcoin. However, if I had my own mind, why would I give it all away?
Right.
Makes no sense
Yeah, it
whatsoever.
doesn't make any sense whatsoever.
So, anything else we can say about this one other than stay away, guys? It's obviously a scam. It's going to last 6 months. It'll be gone. And
oh, wait, look at their testimonials. I love it.
That was just what I said.
Their testimonials are awesome because clearly somebody who English is not their first language wrote all of them.
Mm-hmm.
And only one of them has a photograph.
Yeah. The gold user, not the diamond user, not the free user.
Yeah, and it's like magically from all 3 different packages there's a testimonial. Like
exactly.
Well, down here at the bottom it says by CryptoStack Technology. What does that take us to? Well, that takes us to a page that doesn't exist.
Yep.
So they built their product on a company that doesn't actually exist. By the way, the website is not secure.
Yeah,
but
stay away from
you
it.
will find that there is a login and register. Now, I don't think you want to log in or register to a website which is not secure.
Mm-hmm.
So that again to me, then if I'm looking at the page, I cannot find any privacy policy. I cannot find any terms and conditions on the document. I cannot find any. I have a phone number in the US, a 267 phone number, Yuri. Any idea where that might be in the US?
I can Google it right now.
Guys. It's like, just click one of the, click the Instagram. It's a no-go. Click the Google Plus. It's a no-go. Click the Facebook. It's a no-go. They're all broken links.
Right, Philadelphia.
Everything.
It's a Philadelphia number.
Yeah. So already there, right? They're not even present on the social media.
You're right. So I'm just showing it on the screen here. I clicked on the CryptoStackPro Twitter account, and it's taken me to a dead page.
Yeah, and they all like that. All of them.
Yeah.
All the social media
What we're
channels.
seeing here are all the classic signs of a scam 100% of the way through. So we did have one listener, in fact, Bo, that actually asked about this as well. So to that listener out there, shout out to Michael. Also, thank you for alerting us to this. It is a scam. It certainly looks like a scam. There's nothing there that would validate this is a real project with real investment. So hide away, run away, don't get involved. And hopefully our users will take a few lessons on what we've just done and what we look for to validate things like just clicking on links to see that things go nowhere, because most people, unfortunately, don't click on the links. And they just see it and go, oh, good, they're on Telegram, they're on Facebook, they're on Instagram. Fantastic. It's valid.
Mm-hmm.
But if you don't even see that it's a little, lock on the top left where it's showing you the secured site and it says unsecured site, pretty good indicator it's probably not a good idea to go logging into it and giving your password away.
I just love that the more money you spend, the higher the P&L is. It's like, how does that make sense?
It's too good to be true.
It's like, the more money I spend, the better I get returns.
So that's the lesson we want our listeners to take away on any investment they do. If it looks too good to be true, guess what?
It is.
It's too good to be true. Well, Bo, I think we're going to have you come back for more of these cutting through the crap in crypto, because to be honest, I think we've just found 2 fantastically stellar, epic fails. Where he's nodding his head yes. So
definitely,
if we do our old thumbs up and thumbs down on OiCoin, I think it's a thumbs down for me.
Thumbs down.
And if we go for this CryptoStackPro, the ultimate in making returns on no money, but you get hundreds of percentages of returns, or we don't even know what they actually do, I'd give that a thumbs down.
Right. Definitely thumbs down.
Yeah.
Notwithstanding that all the links are broken to everything. Actually, Yuri, what would be really fun to do is just call them right now. I know we wouldn't have speakerphone to do it, but it'd be fantastic since you're in the US. We'll do this another time on the next episode. When we do the next one, we'll go back on this. We're going to call them on their phone number, and we're going to get them to tell us exactly what they're up to and do, and we'll put it live on the channel so everyone can hear it.
Oh, that'd be cool.
Yeah.
Perfect.
Looking forward to that one.
So because it's a US number, we'll give that one to Yuri. Otherwise, we could use, Google Hangouts or something to do that again for the next US phone-related project. So
yeah.
Cool. Well,
cool.
Bo, thank you for joining us today. This was pretty awesome.
Thanks for letting me on. Cool, man.
Yuri, I am
awesome.
so happy that you survived your little marathon.
Triathlon.
Triathlon. Biathlon. You're an athlete in my book, no matter how you want to put it. It's okay.
Well, thank you. I appreciate that.
Well, thank you everybody for listening in and watching in today. Don't forget to subscribe, like, and share our videos and our channel. We love having you here. It's always great fun. To the moon. Until next time.